Okay. What a super duper morning. Okay, Nils, let's go ahead and share our experiences, thoughts, feelings. We have plenty of time today, almost 34 minutes. जी भर के बातें करो.
After this meditation, I'm still, my heart is just into the same moment, yet I can feel that. And the I'm, my aura is still with that intention and elevated emotions. And इसको practice, if you'd have practiced it for longer, it would have been a, since I would have been in that stillness. That was, thank you so much, Vinaki, for inspiring. It's a wonderful start of the day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjana. When I was
My pleasure.
listening the session, my brain was here and there, but after
Okay.
meditation, my
Mm.
brain is very calm and stable now.
Thank you, everyone. Suddenly, the emotion of gratitude has overpowered my heart. Means I feel that I am just omitting the energy of gratitude in my surrounding. So the first emotion came to my mind while I was just talking. That was gratitude. Thank you so much to everyone. This is the power of growth. Thank you so much. And one request to all of you through the day, because we have, when I was guiding, I was sending you all the energy of gratitude. So let's continue with the same thing for the entire day. Stay in gratitude. It will bring a great shift in your day. And whatever you do, just intentionally just drink water. And when you walk intentionally, just be grateful for everything, for each step, to your body, to your floor, to your home. Means whatever first thing come to your mind while performing the action, whatever first object you see, whatever first support you see, just be grateful for that. Through the day, carry that energy, and let's decide we all will be grateful, and to be 12 people had been there in that moment. So this is a divine call that we will stay connected at energy level through the day today. Let's send that energy of gratitude to each other, to everybody. Thank you so much.
Yes, and this gratitude has to come from the heart. That's most important part of it.
Yes, of course. Because we have done the meditation on the heart center, so it will automatically come from the heart. Even the book, while book reading, the lady who was experiencing, she was also experiencing the love. The heart is the center of love, gratitude. So all the things, when this heart center opens up, you automatically gets into the state of gratitude and love. It happened me, I was talking in the beginning. I will share one of my experience. So once, and I was in deeper meditations few years back. For 1 month, I stayed in love. I was in love with everything, even paper, pen, even table. That was a different feeling. So when you start meditating and your heart center opens up, it automatically comes these positive emotions. So that is the best taste of your life. That is the best feeling of your life when you feel and you carry it through the life. Every time feeling and every time experience is different, but you never forget. This is the taste of your first love. This is the taste of your anything's first experience, the positive experience, whatever you have felt through the life. So that becomes one of them. Is there anybody who want to share something after meditation or this book reading? Anything any experience that you want to share?
You know what? When we say anybody wants to share, everybody starts looking. Anybody कौन
Okay, let's call the name then.
है? किसका नाम anybody है?
Okay, let's call it one by one to each.
Hmm.
Firstly, let us start with Binaki.
Oh wow,
Like,
I'm so happy. You know, many of you must have noticed that when I write in the groups, when I talk about gratitude, I always say heartfelt gratitude, or I say gratitude from the bottom of my, and then I put that heart emoticon. I believe many of you have noticed that. So it's an outcome of uh, reading this book only. You know, like when I read this chapter sometime back. So not before we started reading the book together. So I read this chapter much beyond that. तो वो एक दिन मेरे दिमाग में वो थॉट आया कि यार हम जब ग्रेटिट्यूड की बात करते तो ग्रेटिट्यूड निकलता कहाँ से सो एंड देन आई थॉट अबाउट कि एक्चुअली राइटिंग इट डाउन just putting it there, you know, put that symbol, put that picture of heart. And if you notice the picture of heart which I put is not the normal heart wala, red wala heart nahi hai, ye blood color wala heart hai. So there are different colors of heart symbols in that WhatsApp collection. So वहाँ पे देखना, there is the one which is deep red, is the color of the blood. So, or actual color of the heart, you can say. So I use that particular emoticon or reaction, if you notice carefully. In fact, when I also respond or react to some messages, जहाँ पे लोगों, where we put all those emotions, the heart emotion which I put, it is always that heart वाला heart. Heart का जो color है, वो वाला heart मैं डालता हूँ, not the normal red heart. So that's why when I put it, you'll notice that even when somebody has put the normal red heart, my heart is looking a little different and it shows up separately. Because that is the feeling which I brought into when I even just share a small emotion as my reaction to those messages. And many times I also use different colors of hearts, if you have noticed. कभी किसी के लिए मैं blue use करता हूँ, किसी में orange use करता हूँ. Those are the ones which I look forward to myself. मैं अपने आप को पूछता हूँ कि यार कौन सा कलर अभी मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है, with which color I want to color express my feelings of my heart, and then I choose that color among whatever is available, you know. So like I find that some colors I look for which are not there in that list, like a light green one. There's no light green. There's only dark green one in those list of emoticons. So sometimes I look for the specific colors. अगर वैसा मिल जाए तो. So yes, this is my connection with heart. That it has its own brain and it has its own feelings. In fact, most of our feelings come from heart only. लेकिन हमें लगता है कि वो या दिमाग में हो रहा है या बॉडी के कहीं और पोर्शंस में हो रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है. Most of the time they come from the heart because heart is the brain with which we are born. सबसे पहले that is the brain which we are born in the first 3 weeks of our fetus state, and then in another 3 weeks we get our this wala brain. So just enjoy,
wow,
you
wonderful.
know.
इमोजीज को भी सही यूज कर लिया आपने. That's great. That's great because color is directly associated with the colors of energy centers. Okay, Shilpa ji, please. Thank you, Vinaki, for this wonderful sharing.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, of course, Shilpa.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
This morning.
We have just started a delightful day with heartfelt meditation. I just wanted to share that we are all blessed, and I was also blessed a few weeks. It's been almost 10 days that I went to a retreat while volunteering at the Gandhi Ashram in Ahmedabad. And there was a retreat over there for all the volunteers, and it was something to do with the heart. And we were a group of 40 people, 40 volunteers. We did not know each other's name, but in 2.5 days, we were totally connected. We did not know, we did not have any formal introduction to each other. So we did not know what the person was doing, but we felt the beingness of the person and acceptance of the total person. We just got to know the names so that we could call out to each other, but otherwise there was no introduction. We were in the present moment, and we followed some Buddhist practices, and we followed acts of kindness towards each other, which also came from within. It was not, we were not made to do, we were given this opportunity. So, living from this heartfelt, or I'm just coining two words. I don't know if this word exists or this phrase exists. I would like to call it heart intelligence. Nothing to do with what Dr. From the book that we are reading, but, and at the same time, everything to do with what we are reading. So even though those people who organized the retreat were not talking about what Joe Dispenza is talking about, but we all experience the same thing. While we were in the slums, while we were in the villages with teachers, while we were dancing together, while we were cooking together, we were connected. And this experience gives me faith in humanity. Whether wars are going on, whether we have a crazy man like Trump in our world, on this planet, there's something more. And we all know that gratitude, I am being very careful when I say this, because I spend a lot of time looking at this and trying to experience. So my sentence is, according, in my opinion, gratitude is higher than love. When I heard this the first time, and I was like, I'm a mom, I don't think so. I don't think so. My heart beats for my children. But as I went deeper and deeper and experimenting on it, I understood the person who had said this sentence. And there was not only one person, there were many philosophers, many teachers. And one of the example of this is this Japanese scientist who froze water and then looked at the crystals. So you can check it up on the net, and you can find pictures of the crystal of water which was infused with love and the one which was infused with gratitude. So how do you infuse with it? So just as Sanjana said that, when you're drinking water, so you can just hold a glass of water and you can feel love towards this water. And you can take another glass of water and hold the glass and infuse gratitude, just feel gratitude for this water. And that's what he did. And he froze the water and he took the crystals under the microscope after they were frozen and he took pictures of them. When you get to see the pictures, you will see that love it really looks good. And at the same time, gratitude looks more perfect. Not that we were looking for perfectionism, but it looks really a grade better than just love. And just as Sanjana said, I've been also blessed to experience this love, but also gratitude for everything around. Just open your eyes, and just the act of opening eyes brings you a sense of gratitude, because I would not be able to see if my brain would not be able to give the order to my eyes to open them. And then you are just walking on cloud nine. Then you are not a human doing, you are a human being, and you are just an antenna for sending out gratitude and love. And gratitude brings you in the state of abundance. And the state of abundance, according to me again, nourishes the state of love, in the sense that the love and gratitude, they stay together in your heart, and it emits from your heart. That's why I use the word heart intelligence. We also have a gut intelligence. Thank you so much for listening to me. May we all be blessed to be mindful, and sometimes also to be blind, so that your past conditioning, your past experiences don't come in the way to be in the present moment of non-judgment and acceptance of the moment the way it is, as a gift, full of gratitude, full of love. May we serve ourselves and others with this knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shilpa, for this wonderful sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shilpa.
Yes,
Thank you so
Rupindra.
much. Yes, thank you so much. So when Shilpa was uh, actually explaining her heart out, just pouring our heart out to us, I remember when she said, "What if we can't open our eyes?" So there is an incident from my life. It was about my mother-in-law. She was diabetic and she was having like, I will not get operated, and somehow, so I explained her, you close your eyes and are you able to be like this? And so she was like, no. So कि आप करोगे क्या फिर? कुछ नहीं होगा. Because she was like, मेरा डायबिटीज नहीं होगा कंट्रोल. मैंने कहा कुछ नहीं होगा, आप प्लीज करो फिर. And then actually she was like, Mm, okay, I'll do it. And that actually filled my heart right now. I can actually imagine that feeling. What would have life been for her if she had not taken that call? And don't know what happened to me at that time. And because I was so scared from her all that all this while, but something shifted in me at that time, and I was like, I insisted her that please close your eyes, and she was like, no, I'll not. It took time for her to understand what she is playing. Is she playing a game with me or something like that? And something, everything went well. And she was like, she blessed me so much. And I can't explain that feeling that she was actually able to mm, understand what was the thing. And when it's in some one more incident, last year, there is a huge peach tree in my house, and it was like about to every single year I have to put so many mm, chemicals and all, pesticides and all. And one fine year, that one year I said no pesticides, nothing. Whenever I was watering, I was just saying thank you and I love you to that tree. And that year the fruits were so sweet that it was like no chemicals, nothing, no pesticides were used. And it was like something from the heart. That was a heart to heart connection. And I actually felt that when Shilpa was explaining, I was about to say something else, but these two things actually came out from me when I was listening to Shilpa. And I actually forgot what all I was trying to say. So yeah, it is something from the heart coming to us. Thank you, Shilpa, and I'm so feeling so blessed to be here. What Pinaki ji said to me, that why you are leaving your roots. Now I understand. Connecting to the roots. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rutuma, for sharing. And both of yours sharing is um, forcing me to share something. So, in today's meditation, also, I find like mostly it happens that sometimes when the group meditation is there, sometimes I'm up to something and then I just listen, don't sit for meditation. But today, when I sit for meditation, I was not willing or able to come out of it, and not able to open my eyes. So I was in that different zone. And the same thing I witnessed when I was writing and editing MPG, so the Magical Powers of Gratitude. So that time also, several times when I was reading the text, reading from the other text, and then writing or even editing, I actually started practicing those things and practicing these things, and I felt myself totally in a different zone where I was filled with feelings of gratitude, feelings. So it was like visualizing the things I wanted in my life, and post being in that zone, I realized that one after another good news are popping up. So this was one experience, and since then several times whenever I feel so, I meditate or sometimes go to a different zone, but it doesn't happen every time. But sometimes it happens. So this was I wanted to share, and yes, these things do work. We वो जब होता है ना तो वो we feel those vibrations, we feel those being in a different zone. So that's it from my side. Thank you. And one more idea I was getting कि जैसे हमने MPG बनाई ना वैसे why not Pinaki ji can club all these sharings, real life sharings of people and frame it around one particular topic, and we can get another great book. So these are real life sharings from everyone. So we can think of, anyone can think of. So you need to go through the recordings, just find out these stories, and
Uh,
you can definitely frame
yes,
another wonderful creation.
that's a great idea, Shivani. And
Hmm.
in
And
Zoom, is
Sanjana
there
ji,
any option?
yours meditations na sometimes I feel they are literally another level meditations.
Thank you. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you.
Thank you for taking us to these meditations.
Thank you so much, Shivani. Thank you.
Yeah, you can continue.
I was asking that on the Zoom, sometimes Pinaki, you share the text also. How does that happen for the Zoom meetings?
Actually, Zoom, when we do the recording, so
Okay.
there's an option to record the transcripts also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in transcripts, because I'm observing that transcript that is coming, that is not exactly what we are speaking. Sometimes there are different words also. So does
Oh,
it
that
come?
is matlab I use Apna intelligence and AI, artificial intelligence, to create that emotion and put it in the right perspective.
Okay.
So tools are being used, AI tools are being used. So I listen to that whole conversation, whole uh, part of that presentation or whatever that other person is talking about. I try to connect to the
Mhm.
emotion. Then I use uh, the right kind of prompts to get that emotion out of that script, that transcript,
Okay.
and then put it in a form of a story.
Okay.
I will be
Oh,
giving a training on that. So I'm designing a whole training on it, that how you can speak and write a book.
okay.
Like
That's
अभी तक
great.
हम लोगों ने यही सोचा कि how to write a book with your own hands, or maybe on WhatsApp, or maybe on, sorry,
Mm.
MS Word and all those things.
Mm.
But I'm coming
Mm.
up with a training where
Mm.
you will be narrating your own story. It's like you will speak out the book, and it's very
No.
powerful. इसमें क्या होगा ना, the best thing that we can do is that we can avoid plagiarism. We can avoid being influenced by any other book or any other matter or any other content
Mm.
available across the internet.
Mm.
तो चैट जीपीटी को ना, या जेमिनी जीपीटी जो मैं यूज करता हूँ, उसको थोड़ा सा सोचना पड़ता है कि मुझे करना क्या
Mm.
है.
Mm.
Because what it normally tries to connect with the database which it already has.
Okay.
है ना, जैसे मैं ये जितनी भी बातें मैं कर रहा हूँ,
Mm.
इसका सारा स्क्रिप्ट बन रहा है. I can use
Okay.
that transcript to create a presentation out of it, which will be so inspiring, so motivating,
Okay.
putting the right prompts, and then I can
Mm.
create a blog out of it. कि मुझे LinkedIn के लिए लिखना है तो I can create it for LinkedIn. मुझे Insta के
Mm.
लिए लिखना है तो Insta के लिए मुझे ये चाहिए.
Mm.
It's possible to create those things, but you have to put the right prompts so that उसको सिखाना पड़ता है.
You
तो
have to
you
handle.
need to do it on your own
That
laptop. खुद का
that's so
laptop.
nice.
उसमें you can also create your own identity, and then you can ask ChatGPT to write the story based on the personality that you are. ये भी यहाँ तक
Mm.
पॉसिबल है. मतलब
Yes.
जब तक मैं जा चुका हूँ जहाँ पे आई कैन डिस्कवर के चैट जीपीटी को पता कि मैं कैसा इंसान हूँ, so I keep on training ChatGPT about myself, and then I'll just say that, okay, now write this story from Pinaki's perspective. So it writes the story from Pinaki's perspective. उसको
Yeah.
पता कि पिनाकी का सोच कैसा, किस तरीके की बातें वो करता है. So
That's
it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. That's why Shivani is
yeah.
saying कि आप stories को लेके क्यों नहीं किताब बनाते? Because
Mhm.
these books will be something which are real life stories, like stories coming out from the heart.
Yes, yes, yes. That's great. So I think FELD recordings are with Vasu's Zoom link, no?
हाँ हाँ, उनका
So I
जो
think we
editing
should
अलग.
tell him to do so
These are
because
like,
he
I
is the
can
leader. Sorry.
उसके उसके भी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स हैं, इसका भी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स होता है, लाइक द वन वी आर रिकॉर्डिंग, इसके भी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स हैं. आई स्टडी दोस ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स
Okay.
ना.
मैं
जब मैं
सोचती
रिकॉर्डिंग
हूँ
लोगों के साथ क्यों शेयर करता हूँ, व्हाई शेयर द
That's
रिकॉर्डिंग्स,
great.
आई
Great,
ऑलवेज
great,
से
great.
that the
Hmm.
recording is for you, so you listen to what you said.
Hmm.
It is not about what others are saying.
Hmm.
Very important that what you said. That's why I encourage everybody कि
Hmm.
जब शेयरिंग का कोई ऑप्शन हो ना, अपना
Hmm.
कुछ पॉइंट जरूर डालो.
Of course.
Whatever coming to your mind, just say it out.
So,
Because वो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, आई एम शेयरिंग दैट रिकॉर्डिंग विथ यू.
hmm.
पर्पस ऑफ लिसनिंग टू दैट रिकॉर्डिंग इज टू लिसन टू योर ओन वॉइस कि मैंने क्या बोला, कैसे बोला, what was my emotion at that point of time, what kind of
Hmm.
feelings I was having at that point of time.
Hmm.
You listen to that,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then if I can convert the transcript into a story, I'll share that story. Then time लगता है एक story पे काम करने के लिए.
Of course, it takes time. And thank you so much for giving so much time. You are truly a gem to us.
So those are the things.
And actually, I am asking all these things because I'm working on some group where I'm going to start tomorrow. That is free of cost. वो पिनाकी पहले ही बोलता है कि संजना कुछ भी पे नहीं everything is for free. So that is actually I'm just see if I'm sending positivity, I'm sending love, I'm sending gratitude. This world is an echo point. These things always keep in my mind. If I'm sharing that positivity in my world, that I am staying in that manner because I strongly believe कि आपके आसपास के 5 लोगों को हेल्प करो सबसे पहले.
Absolutely, absolutely.
सो उन 5 लोगों को आपने हेल्प की तो आपकी लाइफ वैसे ही इजी और कंफर्टेबल हो जाएगी. यू विल लिव इन अ हार्मनियस यू विल बी हार्मनी विद योर लाइफ. So I'm starting from tomorrow because I have recently conducted a workshop from stress to strength and now rise and rewire series I am starting for launching for 1 month.
क्या
एंड
बात.
उसमें मैं सोच रही हूँ कि सब ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स को रिकॉर्ड करूंगी. उसमें रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस होंगे. आई वुड बी शेयरिंग समथिंग. So that's why I was confirming.
Very
चैट जीपीटी यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट कि वो आपके प्रोफाइल के अकॉर्डिंग सब कुछ बना देता है. दैट्स वंडरफुल. नाउ आई विल टेक द जूम रिकॉर्डिंग स्क्रिप्ट्स आल्सो टू कन्वर्ट इनटू माय स्टोरी.
हाँ. और Zoom में भी बहुत सारे नए नए भी फीचर्स ऐड हो चुके हैं. You can work on those features also.
अभी बहुत टाइम से एक्चुअली मैं जूम यूज नहीं कर रही थी. अभी काफी टाइम से एक्चुअली आई वाज नॉट इनटू दैट बट अभी डिवाइन को लाइक जस्ट गो फॉर इट वंस अगेन. पीछे बहुत साइलेंट रही, सिर्फ यूट्यूब के थ्रू मैं कनेक्टेड रही सबसे. नाउ आई हैव स्टार्टेड अगेन विद जूम. तो whenever I feel like I will connect with you because
Oh yes,
you are my first guy to use Zoom. So
anytime.
thank you so much. Thank you so
I'm
much.
always this. तथास्तु.
Thank you so much. Your blessings are very important and much matter too much for me. Thank
यूनिवर्स
you
का
so much.
ब्लेसिंग है, ये हाथ यूनिवर्स का, मेरा थोड़ी है. मैंने थोड़ी
Universe
बनाया.
speaks through the people. Na? Universe speaks through
यूनिवर्स
the
ने बना
people.
के दिया है.
See,
तो मैं कह रहा हूँ तथास्तु, तो
universe
यूनिवर्स
is helping us through the angels we are surrounded with.
यू
वेरी
आर
ट्रू,
एंजल.
वेरी ट्रू.
Mhm. So
और
thank
मैं
you so
सोच रही
much.
हूँ कि ये ट्रिक सीख करके ना मैं इम्प्लीमेंट करना चालू करूँ और एसओएस में जो स्पीकर्स को फॉलो करना पड़ता है ना कि लिख के दे दो, वो वापस मैं खुद ही लिख लूँ उसमें
हाँ
से
बिल्कुल
ट्रांसक्रिप्ट
बिल्कुल
निकाल
शिवानी.
के. और
एक्चुअली शिवानी.
एवरी
वही
वीक
सेम.
स्टोरी इज रेडी, राइट? और उसके
स्टोरी
साथ
रेडी.
में जो लोगों के पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस भी होते हैं, पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम्स भी होती है, वो भी
सीक्रेट
साथ
बिल्कुल
में
बिल्कुल.
रेडी हो जाएंगी.
See, let me share
हम्म.
a secret there. मतलब
हम्म.
you know, from where this idea came to my mind कि
बताओ बताओ.
अरे कहाँ गया वो, एक मिनट, just give me a minute. So I noticed that Shivani is struggling to get the stories for this book. You know, like as she was working on this book, so we were working together, and like she's a very nice girl. मैं तो उसको गर्ल ही मानता हूँ,
Thank
वैसे वो
you,
कुछ भी
thank
माने.
you.
And let me tell you honestly, and like she's a very good sister, you know, like, and she shares everything with me. कभी भी उसको मौका मिलता है ना, बस खलाक खटाक से फोन मार दिया या ग्रुप में कुछ मुझे कुछ पर्सनली मैसेज डाल दिया. हर ओन फीलिंग्स शी जस्ट, इवन आफ्टर एसओएस सेशन समटाइम्स शी जस्ट राइट्स कि मुझे ये चीज अच्छा लगा, वो चीज अच्छा लगा, आई लाइक दैट. So that way we are very closely connected. So I observed the struggle that she was going through while getting articles from the same people who spoke,
Mm.
है ना. मतलब शी वाज टेलिंग मी कि मैं उनको पूछ तो रहा हूँ, बट दे आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग. मैंने इनको कई बार बोला, उनको कई बार बोला, मुझे इतने आर्टिकल्स
एक दो
चाहिए.
ने तो बोल भी दिया कि आप ट्रांसक्राइब निकाल लो यूट्यूब से.
So that is
Right.
where this idea came to my mind. Then I thought about, let me start working on it and see what happens. So I started exploring it. छोटा छोटा मैंने क्रिएट किया. Then I started putting it in real time, real life situation when we started reading this book by Sahil Bloom, है ना, The Five Types of Wealth. उसको लिए हमने ग्रुप बनाया, एंड इन दैट ग्रुप व्हाट वी आर डूइंग दैट वी आर नॉट रीडिंग द बुक टुगेदर, वी आर ओनली शेयरिंग आवर एक्सपीरियंसेस. दैट यू रीड द बुक एट योर ओन पेस, जो चैप्टर जहां से पढ़ना है पढ़ो. यू अप्लाई दैट इन योर लाइफ फॉर दैट डे. थोड़ी देर के लिए अप्लाई करो, 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट, आधा घंटा एटलीस्ट, so that you know that you are learning something, you've got some ideas, you are working on it, and then you come up with your story. You just share it in that 7:30 p.m. session जो अपना होता है 15-20 मिनट का. You just get into that session, share your experience of that day, 2 minute, 3 minute, जो भी है. And I'm taking those uh, scripts, transcripts. उसको लेके मैंने इस पे काम करना शुरू किया, so that I don't want Shivani to go through the same struggle for SOS 200. 200 पे भी आएगा ना, या
अभी 150 में आएगा, फिर 200 में आएगा.
150 में आएगा. So we can have annual books also,
हम्म.
annual editions. So that thought
क्योंकि
came to my mind.
100 में ना फिर वो 400 पेजेस का बुक बनता है, तो
हाँ
200
नहीं
पेजेस
ठीक
का
है,
छोटा बुक बनता
we can come up with uh, annual editions also. So it will, so there, जैसे वो होता है ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस में होते हैं, या तुम्हारे सीएस के उसमें होता है ना कि हर साल का ईयर बुक टाइप होता है. So this can be a
है.
year book kind of thing, concept also.
हम्म, हम्म,
And then you don't need to struggle for getting those articles.
हम्म.
उन्हीं का प्रेजेंटेशन है, आपने उन्हीं को यूज किया. यू नीड टू लिसन टू दैट सो दैट यू कैन फील द पल्स ऑफ दैट प्रोग्राम, ऑफ दैट सेशन, एंड देन यू क्रिएट दैट स्टोरी आउट ऑफ इट. स्टोरी निकालने में ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता, लेकिन उसको उस ढंग में, ढांचा में डालने के लिए टाइम लगता है. कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस यूज करना ही पड़ेगा. And now what you can do, that you take that story, you take that recording and share it with the presenter. उस सेशन का जो भी स्पीकर है,
हम्म,
अब उनको बोलो कि ये आपका
हम्म.
सेशन है, ये स्टोरी हमने आपके लिए बनाई है, आप खाली अपने सेशन सुनो और स्टोरी में कुछ करेक्शन करना तो करके हमें दे दो. The
वंडरफुल.
biggest advantage that you also get after that is you need minimal editing. There are minimal chances of spelling errors.
अच्छा, यूट्यूब से जो सेशंस हो गए हैं उनके यूट्यूब से निकाल सकते हैं. ट्रांसक्रिप्ट आता तो है, वो समझना पड़ेगा कैसे निकलेगा.
हाँ हाँ. So you can use, there's a AI tool called Merlin AI.
मर्लिन. ओके.
हाँ, Merlin AI क्या करेगा, वो YouTube से वो आपका ट्रांसक्रिप्ट निकाल देगा.
हम्म.
और भी है
नहीं,
AI.
यूट्यूब में भी नहीं नहीं, यूट्यूब जो स्टूडियो है उसमें भी कुछ शायद कहीं मैंने देखा है ऑप्शन आता है.
देख लेना, मतलब
डायरेक्ट
if
यूट्यूब
it is
से भी
there,
निकाल.
if it's
हाँ.
there, you can take it.
ओके.
So the whole point is there are many tools are coming up. So you just need to. So what I say
करती
that,
हूँ, इस पे वर्क करना चालू करती हूँ.
हाँ उस पे काम करना शुरू कर. So and you will find it very useful. एंड धीरे धीरे क्या करना कि आपको चैट जीपीटी को ट्रेन करना पड़ेगा टू राइट दैट स्टोरी बेस्ड ऑन द इमोशन ऑफ दैट स्पीकर. then it will have that individual flavor also. और ऑथर को खाली मतलब जो स्पीकर उसको खाली अप्रूव करना पड़ेगा, हाँ शिवानी यू गो अहेड एंड पब्लिश इट, है ना? तब ऑथर का भी कुछ स्टेक नहीं रहा, उसने सेशन तो पहले ही बना दी, and you are working on it. Now you have an opportunity right now because you have only this year so far we have about 10 to 12 such sessions, है ना? So you can already start working on those sessions right now. अभी जो सेशन दिया उसी का, like I
वो
would
एवरी वीक तैयार होता चला जाएगा एक चैप्टर.
same session I will give Sanjana also or maybe Sumita also. आप जो अपने सेशंस लेते हो ना, you take this training from me, it will be advantageous for you because आपको बहुत सारा चीज खटाक से मिल जाएगा. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And then start using that intelligence with अपना intelligence, खुद का intelligence उसके साथ लगाओ, लगा के every session that you are taking, उस session से आप एक story निकालो, उस session से आप एक chapter निकालो. You compile these chapters and then you write a book, you author a book. You don't need to struggle to author a book. And everything which you're writing in that book is all your own. There's no possibility of plagiarism.
बिल्कुल.
है ना, सब आपका खुद का है. So with that concept I came up with, see मैं हर चीज पे ना अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढता रहता हूँ, कहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी है. Like for me money is a magnificent opportunity, MO. बाकी NEY की बात अभी नहीं कर रहा हूँ. So MO of money is a magnificent opportunity. So I look for opportunity in every opportunity. कि अगर कहीं पे कोई स्ट्रगल हो रहा है तो वहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है, कहीं पे कोई स्ट्रगल हो तो वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है. All the great things which have been invented in this earth is because of some struggle people are facing, and somebody just observed it and he thought about how to get people or help people come out of this struggle. You know? So like every activity that you are doing, the courses that you are designing, उसके पीछे आप देखना ultimate objective यही है, how I can help people to come out of the struggle हटा दो, so that they start getting the value. So with that intention I came up with this whole thing. I think you will all enjoy it once I come up with a program. And that's it for today. ये बात उठी इसलिए हमने ये बातें की. So I have my own session from 8:30. So thank you so much, angels.
एक लाइन और बताना चाहूंगी. कल
एक सेकंड.
वो संदीप मारवा सर का मैं सुन रही थी, उनका एक इंटरव्यू, तो एक लाइन मेरे को हिट कर गई. भाग लेने से भाग्य बदलता. टेक पार्टिसिपेशन इन एज मेनी थिंग्स एज यू कैन.
Very true. बहुत सुंदर. Beautiful. You
तो
made
मुझे
my
ये
day.
लाइन एकदम
Absolutely right.
फिक्स हो गई. वो इतना बढ़िया बोलते हैं, जा रही हूँ उनको सुनने लाइव. काफी बड़ा इवेंट है. सो लेट्स सी कितने लोगों से मिलती हो, कितने लोगों से और इंटरेक्शन होता है. एंड दे आर वन ऑफ द टॉप मोस्ट लीडर्स ऑफ द कंट्री.
Okay.
ब्यूरोक्रेट्स हैं उधर, आर्टिस्ट हैं
तुम
और
भी कम नहीं
एजुकेशनिस्ट
हो,
हैं.
तुम भी कम नहीं हो, तुम भी टॉप मोस्ट हो.
बिल्कुल.
ये उसका
थैंक यू.
ये उसका प्रूफ है.
बिल्कुल.
अपने आप को
You are
बिल्कुल सोचना हमेशा.
you are
इसीलिए तो
truly a
बुलाया गया,
gem.
वरना वहाँ ऐसी जगहों का इनविटेशन मिलना ही दैट्स अ बिग थिंग. आई
Okay.
एम ग्रेटफुल कि ऐसी
Congratulations,
जगह के लिए इनविटेशन ही
Shivani.
मिला है. या
Yeah.
थैंक यू.
Congratulations, dear. So
Thank
happy
you.
to see you excelling in your life. Thank you
We'll
so
share
much.
Should we close the session?
details and pics.
Thank you so much, Pinaki. Thank you so
8:30
much,
पे मिलना है वापस.
Somita.
Gratitude from the bottom of my
Heart.
Heart.
चलो, bye bye.
Yes.
bye bye.
Bye.
God
Bye
bless.
See you
bye.
soon.
See you
God
next. Okay, thank you.